Oh, get in there, my son. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little video for you. Good day to you, folks. How's it going the day after the night before? How are we all doing? How are you feeling? Feeling ropey? I don't know about you. I am. No, actually, I'm not feeling too bad about the window, guys. But to be fair, the more I think about it, the more I think we have just bottled it and could have got somebody else to make our midfield better. But hey, we're going to get into it in this video. We're going to get into a lot of the news and what the latest goings on are after the dust has settled from the transfer window. And just in regards to Manchester United, what's the latest goings on? So strap yourselves in, because it's going to be a wee bit of a screamer, I think. But anyway, thank you very much for getting in here, everybody. Do us a favour at the start of this stream. Smash a thumbs up on it. Give it a cheeky little like. Also, give it a share on social media if you're that way inclined. And if you're catching up later on and watching this back, do leave a cheeky little like on it and comment down below. Shout outs to a few people who are in here right at the start here. Kashito, DL, Haroli, Dizzy Red Devil, Tim Sherratt, Bell, The Principal, Ryan, Kayam. Everybody, thanks for getting in. Do get in and out of the live chat as we go along. We'll be dipping in and out, seeing your thoughts and opinions. But as it stands, United signed 4 players in their transfer window. Senior players, we've got, of course, Tom Heaton on a free. We got Cristiano Ronaldo for initial 12 mil. We got, of course, Rafael Varane for 43 mil total. And we also got Mr. Jadon Sancho for 73 million. Look, whichever way you look at it, it was a good window for United. It was a successful window in the sense that we signed boss players, and the Glazers didn't just sit there fingering their pies all summer long like they usually bloody do. They did actually do a little bit of business at the very least. We didn't get who we needed, though. In my opinion, we didn't get that defensive midfielder, and that could cost us the title. I still believe that you know, we have a side that's capable of challenging, but I would have felt so much better if we had, say, Ruben Neves sitting in the middle of the park there to spray it around and get these quality attacking players away. So I think we've bottled it in a sense. We've bottled it in a sense, guys, but as I say again, it could have been a lot worse. So you look at some of the windows that some of the other clubs have had, teams like Liverpool, and you do think that United's window looks, you know, very good in comparison, really. We've strengthened considerably, especially the Rafael Varane signing is a big signing for United, and that is going to win us more games. And so will Ronaldo. Ronaldo will win us plenty more games too. So it is a couple of great signings that come in. Jadon Sancho's a brilliant signing as well. I don't know if you've heard, but he has got a little injury with the England setup. Piss poor. I know, you give him Gareth Southgate for 2 minutes and he bloody gets the lad injured. You know what I mean? I know, but he has picked up some sort of an injury, so he's doubtful for the game tomorrow against England, which is really not good for United because he didn't have a great start for his Man United career, I'd say. Just a game the other day, not really his fault, playing out on the left, out of position, and also just like not sharp yet. So more to come from him, but that's not good because if he's just picked up a little wee injury here, let's just say he's out for, you know, a little bit, or he's back when he gets to United, you know, he's fit when he's back at United, but again, there's a small period where you've got to ease him back in again, so he's going to find it difficult to, you know, start his flow right at the start of the season like that if he's got a knock. We don't know the actual extent of it so far. It might just be, you know, a couple of days, you know, bruised thigh or something. Who actually knows? So we'll find out soon. Southgate didn't give us any more information than that, other than he's picked up a slight knock and he's doubtful for the game tomorrow. So that's the latest on Jadon Sancho there. So the big news really here, guys, or the big couple of talking points that we're waiting to find out more information for. We've had the window. We know who we've signed. There's a couple of things we really do want to know still, though. The main one is, what the fuck's going on with Paul Pogba, mate? We've had all summer long to sign this guy up to a new contract. We haven't signed him up to a new contract. There's lots of reports coming out today from various different outlets that you know, the Pogba situation is looking like he's likely to sign a new deal at Manchester United now, with players like Cristiano Ronaldo coming in, and of course his compatriot teammate Rafael Varane. And because of the signings that we've made and the team that we're assembling, there's a belief that Paul Pogba will stay at Manchester United simply because of this bevy of quality players that are now at the club. There's no excuse for, you know, Paul Pogba, oh, I don't have the team to go and win things. We do have the team to win things now. We do have a quality team, and it's only getting better. So if I was Paul Pogba, I would be looking at staying at United right now. It comes down to, you know, 2 things really. If he wants to be a United player and he wants to commit his future to United now, or if he just wants a big money move and get a huge amount of money next summer, which is possible. He does have Mr. Mino Raiola as his agent, the biggest parasite in the game. So he will definitely want him to move. Mino Raiola, it's in Mino Raiola's best interest for Paul Pogba to sign for PSG next summer on a free, because Mino Raiola stands to make the most money for himself and his client as well, to be fair. So I doubt they actually, I doubt he will want him to stay at Man United, in my opinion. It's down to what Pogba wants. If Pogba wants to stay at Manchester United, that's brilliant. And we've got these great players around him at the club now. If Ronaldo had just come in to your football club, wouldn't you want to go and play with a lad for a season? It is a very awesome signing that Man United have made there by getting Cristiano Ronaldo, because not only does it make players like, Bruno want to just super commit his future to the club, and Pogba perhaps commit his future to the club, but it also would entice others into the club down the line as well. Like, just the fact that you've got a player like Ronaldo at the club, so that is that's a star signing that can have knock-on effects to have positive impact in the rest of the team. Like if we do manage to sign up Pogba to a long-term deal. So the understanding at the moment is that Pogba is likely to sign a new contract at Manchester United. But we still haven't had any confirmation of this from the club. It's been going on for months. Absolutely months and months. We need to get it sorted out sooner rather than later, because there's only a few options that remain ahead if you don't get it sorted out. The first one obviously is that maybe Pogba is sold in January, I suppose, just 6 months early, but it doesn't really make sense for anybody to do that, because you could just sign him up on a pre-contract agreement in January and sign him on a free in the summer, but still, somebody might pay us a few million quid to get him a bit earlier. We don't want that, of course. We want either to sign him up or to sell him, or to have sold him in this summer to get decent cash for him. So we're in a bit of a weak position now with Paul Pogba, if you ask me. The time is ticking on. The transfer window has finished. There is no chance of Paul Pogba going to PSG or Juventus or anywhere else in the window. So what does that mean? It means that we have to sign him up to a contract right now, or he could walk in, or he could agree terms with another club in a few months' time and do one next summer for nothing. And United lose out on a really great player who could be a fantastic player in his prime for the next few seasons. And not only that, we just get absolutely mugged off because we've lost a great quality player for absolutely zero. So, in my opinion, we got to sign Paul Pogba up to a new deal. I'm just going to get in the live chat, see what you guys think about it. I'm also going to ask you guys a question on the poll and just see what your thoughts and opinions are. You know what's gone on before. You know Paul Pogba has actually already left this club on a free before. Does Pogba sign a new contract? I'm just going to ask you that, guys. Let me know in the live chat what your thoughts and opinions are. I think he will, because of the players we've got now. It seems like he does love the club. If you actually look at what he's saying, how he's playing the last few games, he's committed and he's playing with a smile on his face. And after, like in the interviews, he's holding himself very, very well. He seems very happy. He seems very happy at Manchester United right now. And so I don't really see a player who wants to leave the club. I don't see a player who's, want away. He seems to be saying all the right things at the moment. He seems to be wanting to play and being committed. I mean, the first couple of performances by Paul Pogba this season were pretty damn good, weren't they? Pretty good, guys. Pretty good. So, he is very good. Hey, there's nearly 100 of you legends in here. Thank you very much for joining us the day after deadline day. Smash the thumbs up on the video. Get involved in the live chat. I'm going to dip in there for a couple of minutes now, actually, and get your reaction, to this possibility of Pogba signing him up. What you guys think? Thank you very much, dude. Galrav Prabhu says, you, my man, are on the way to becoming United's Fabrizio Romano. Hey, I'll take that, mate. Thank you very much. Like a proper English Poundland version, but still, you know what I'm saying? Nah, thank you very much. TJ says probably they want to sell him and sign Verratti. Well, that would be ideal. But like I said, we can't really sell the guy now. You've got no money for him. You've got no money for the guy. Maybe if there was to be a swap deal done, that'd be cool. But we can't really get any money for Paul Pogba right now. His contract is almost up. Uncaged Squid, how are you doing, bud? He says, yes, he will sign a new contract. He sees what is building around him. That's what a lot of the I've seen a couple of articles today that suggest the same thing, that this summer transfer window by Manchester United and the project, Solskjaer's project here, is a big factor in Paul Pogba wanting to stay at Manchester United. And I can understand that because it is a very positive place to play your football right now. Solskjaer seems like a very, compassionate coach. And definitely has, he's probably the right style of manager for Paul Pogba. That's why I think you've seen a bit more of a consistent Paul Pogba under Solskjaer than the previous managers. So, but we'll see what goes on. I mean, I would like him to. New Jim White says Kaz G. Oh, that's quality. Jamali Caleb says he doesn't think he's going to sign. So do have a vote in the poll. I've put a little poll up in the live chat, guys. It remains to be seen. It wouldn't be the first time that he's left us. And the biggest concern that I have is his agent. If he had, a different agent, I don't know, George Mendes even though, we've had some run-ins with him, but if we had some, if we had a really, really good agent, or a different agent, I think we'd be a lot more convinced that he would sign for Man United, because he's got Mino Raiola as agent. You know what his interests are, and he's a bit of a snake. He's a snake, so it's not beyond him just to go behind everyone's backs and speak to PSG and try and organise something for January or 2022 and say, look, if we just play silly buggers at United for a few more months, are you guys going to be coming in for us for $500,000 a week? And these are the sorts of conversations that can take place behind the scenes. And if that wouldn't surprise me if that was the case, because you know what he's like. Lakshmi comments and says, I think Pogba will stay. Pogba is a support for Bruno Fernandes in midfield. He is physically very good. His long ball is beautiful. Free kicks, one-touch game. He is complete midfielder in Manchester United. Oh, absolutely, Lakshmi. I mean, on his day, like I said it many times, Paul Pogba is the best midfielder in the world. He has everything. He's got the power and the athleticism, the vision and the intelligence with the football and all the technique in the world. So he is literally the complete midfielder on his day. Problem with him is the consistency, but he does seem to be doing a bit better these days. Oh, okay, Kayam. Well, you're the only moderator in here, are you? Okay, no worries, Kayam. Thank you very, very much. So I appreciate you, my man. Tim Shaw, I think Pogba needs to give up scoring goals, move into a CM position and use his vision, passing ability to distribute the ball. Yeah, just as Carrick and Ronnie did at the end of his career. Absolutely. That's it. I mean, you can adapt your game. You can adapt your game, can't you? Oh, hang on. I've done something there. Wait a second. Ronaldo suddenly keeps United fans away from Glazers for 2 years. Not sure will United win anything. I personally think that we can win some stuff now. If you look at getting quality proven winners in the side, that's what we were missing. If you look at what we had before a couple of years ago, we got good young players in this squad, but we didn't really have any proper match winners or even any real characters who are capable of dragging a team forward. So you add a few to the side, you add people like, Bruno Fernandes, who is a proper catalyst, and then you add some proven winners around him as well. People like Cristiano Ronaldo, 30-odd titles to his name. You've also got Mr. Rafael Varane, 20-odd major trophies and titles to his name, So you're talking about getting proven winners into the team with the right mentality. And I think that's half the battle, is the mentality. It's about winning. It's about having winners. It's about, no, we will not lose. We are gonna keep fighting, and having winners in the team is just gonna benefit everybody and have a knock-on effect of just inspiring everyone and dragging everyone forward. So a couple of great signings, a couple of absolutely brilliant signings. Hey there, Rosh Mano, how you doing, you absolute legend? And Berber, get in there, you Don. Come on. Thank you guys for getting in here. Appreciate everyone who's around today. Do us a favor, smash the like. We're nearly at 100 likes on the stream, and get involved. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you. Holding midfielders, Andrikos. Yes, another problem with Pogba is we don't have that classic holding midfielder. And he himself admits he's shit at tackling. Yeah, he shouldn't have any defensive role in the team whatsoever, really. Apart from, just coming back and defending when the opposition has got us, hemmed in, and just like any attacker would come back and help out. He should really, in my opinion, be in an advanced position where he's got very limited defensive duties whatsoever. I think that's the best Paul Pogba, best scenario for him, and you get the best out of him. He's just allowed to go and create and try and attack, and that's the sort of position that I see for him in the team as well. The question is, do we have a ready-made player to slot in, who we haven't even seen yet, to come in and be a small Dutch blonde Paul Scholes for us, or a small Dutch blonde Michael Carrick? He's just a Dutch blonde Carrick. He's a Dutch blonde Carrick. I'm talking about Donny van der Beek. Could he be a Dutch blonde Carrick for us, guys? I wonder. No, he's got a great range of passing. He could sit in front of the back line, I suppose, and do that number 6 role and pop it off to people and get the great players we've got going. He's not an out-and-out defender. He's not physically gifted in that sense. But, hey, look, you could see him doing a good role for us. I mean, what I liked about Michael Carrick, he was good defensively, but he wasn't like a Kino destroyer or an N'Golo Kante type terrier or whatever. He was, what he was a good, sound, solid defensive player. but he had an absolute wand of a boot, and he could control the game and is very comfortable on the ball. And his passing distribution was brilliant, so it allowed the rest of the team to get going when he won the ball back, when he's been passed the ball. He gets it set up, he played a good forward pass. You know, it is that's what Michael Carrick offered you, and I suppose that's what Donny van der Beek can offer you as well, if you could get him into being a small Dutch Michael Carrick. Anyway, Gungshi, how you doing there? Great to see you. Says, get in there, my son. Great to see you, Gungshi. How you doing there, sir? He's just a Dutch Michael Carrick. Anyway, TJ says, leave Donny. Guys, get the hashtag free Donny in the live chat. Because I would love to see him. Yeah, I think that's the answer now. If Solskjaer comes back after the international break and puts in Fred, that's it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna be happy. Fucking jet above my house. Holy shit, I don't know if you heard that. Bloody hell. Anyway, I came out of nowhere. Anyway, that's Ronaldo flying to Portugal. No, he's already there. Anyway, hashtag free Donny. I don't know if you heard that, guys, but that was a bit scary for a second. Anyway, Carrick was good at reading passes. He intercepted the ball a lot. Yeah, absolutely. He was very good at it. That's it. The interception game as well. Getting into those little areas in between, you know, defenders and reading the game as well. That's all part of it too. You know, it's not just about tackling. It's all about, like you say, being able to read the game and cover the space, as well. Like sometimes it's just about your positioning. It's just about cutting off a pass or getting in the right position so that you've got cover on a player who's, you know, going to be past the ball on the wide position or anything. Sounded like a UFO, says Andra Cos. They're coming for you, says TJ. Bloody hell could hear that, says Craig Herbert. Yeah, that's very, very loud indeed, mate. Very loud indeed. Okay. So, what's weird, wasn't it? Looking, just a fighter jet just goes above my house randomly for a second. What the hell? Anyway, so yes, right, let's get into the news, guys. So let's get into the rest of it. So the couple of talking points I wanted to talk about. Of course, Paul Pogba's contract. It remains to be seen, but lots of reports suggesting that because of the signings we've made this summer, Paul Pogba is much more likely to stay at United because there's players like Ronaldo here. We've got Ronaldo, Bruno, Cavani, all the great young players that he seems to really like. Like, it's a great bunch of players. Pogba gets on with everybody, and everybody loves Pogba in the dressing room. He is a big character in there. You know, he's considered one of the leaders in the dressing room, and he's definitely got a big influence in the team. So I would be surprised right now if he wants to leave. I think it would just be a decision that's motivated by money if he does leave in the summer on a free, or is even sold for just a couple of million in January. I very much doubt that. But yeah, I do think United are prepared to pay him 400 odd K a week in this situation because we need it. But then it does kind of make a mockery of some of the other wages at the club, perhaps. I mean, there's no way that you can pay him more than the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo. If you look at Bruno Fernandes's impact and influence in the team, you could definitely make a case that he should be paid more than Paul Pogba in terms of what he actually puts into the club. And his contract's up as well for renewal. So we'll see what goes on over the next... I imagine that Man United are going to do some work in the next couple of weeks over this international period, maybe just behind the scenes and ready some things so they can go and make some offers and get some things wrapped up for players like Pogba and Bruno, etc. Because we do need these guys. Obviously, Bruno's just super happy and an awesome player, but Pogba wants more money. He's on £350,000 a week at this moment in time, which is about the right amount of money, in my opinion, that you should be looking at paying Paul Pogba. It's understood that he wants somewhere in the region of £450,000 a week, though, and United have basically resisted any opportunities to push him out this summer, haven't we? There's been no offers around or anything. You know, if we wanted to sell him and cash in, if we were not confident that he would sign a new contract, you would have thought there would be some offers around. You know, do you want to take this player to PSG or Juve? Or because if we actually were seriously thinking he was going to leave us on a free again, then I don't think we would have allowed that to happen. So I do think he would have been sold. But then saying that, because of the fact that he's available shortly for nothing, kind of like the Kylian Mbappe situation, isn't it, guys? So you look at the Kylian Mbappe situation, Real Madrid, what are PSG on? They're mental. Absolutely mental. But anyway, the Kylian Mbappe situation, right? So PSG managed to keep Kylian Mbappe. He wanted to leave. He announced that he wanted to leave. But, well, essentially, it was announced that he wanted to leave. Strong interest, of course, from Real Madrid. They made some big bids, including, I think, 160 million euros initially with some bonus add-ons and stuff. Like a really, really big offer for a player with not very long left on his contract. His contract runs out in June 2022. It's the same situation as Paul Pogba. So either they're confident that they can sign him up to a new deal, or they're just going to lose him for nothing very shortly, and that's a really big mistake. They could have actually made a huge amount of money here and got rid of him now, and yes, they would have been weakened for this season, but they might have had a bit of time to reinvest and buy another player. They could have come and got Tony Martial off us, for instance. You know, they could have done something. But the thing is, they haven't, and now, unless he does sign a new deal with them, he can sign a pre-contract agreement with another club in January. What a piss-poor situation from PSG. That is garbage. From a want-away player, he's supposed to want to leave Real Madrid and be desperate to leave. So if you've got a want-away player at your club and you're risking losing him for nothing in a few months' time, wow, they've got some big bollocks over there at PSG. That's all I'm going to say. I think they've had a mare. They should have sold him. If the offer's there for that huge amount of money, it's not like they were offering 30 million. I've never heard of anybody offering that amount of money for anybody with, 9 months left on his contract or whatever it is. It's just, it's a crazy, crazy offer for somebody with 9 months left on their contract, and they rejected it. So we'll see what happens. Maybe they are prepared to make Mbappe the highest paid player in the world and just break the bank and keep him there just for sheer money. Maybe they are prepared to do that. So sources at PSG said reports Real made another bid on Tuesday were not true. Either way, Mbappe was staying at PSG, reported Simon Stone of the BBC. Even though Mbappe is known to hanker after a move to the Bernabeu, and even though his contract runs out in less than 12 months, the club said no. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Financially, it doesn't make any sense. Just like it doesn't make any sense for Man United to not sign up Paul Pogba to a contract or sell him this summer, I should say. It doesn't make any sense for us not to have sold him this summer unless we are going to sign him up to a new contract. So, yeah, I think we are going to see an imminent contract for Paul Pogba coming over the next few weeks, maybe. We've got to get it wrapped up sooner rather than later, because like we say, in Jan, he could start talking to other clubs, just like Kylian Mbappe can. And wow, I don't know what's going to happen there with Kylian Mbappe, but wow, what a crazy, crazy bit of business that is by PSG. Idiots. They're absolute idiots, aren't they? They had 160 million on the table for a player who wants to leave, who's running out, contract's running out, he can leave for nothing in a few months. Contract can it's just, they've had a nightmare. They've had an absolute nightmare. Oh, no worries, Viking Red. No worries. I hope you feel better soon, man. Can we get some love hearts in there for Mr. Viking Red, a great part of this community? I hope you feel better soon, man. Thank you very much for getting in here today, though, bud. It's been a crazy window, hey? Hey, we're nearly at 100 likes, everyone. Do us a favour and smash that thumbs up button on the video if you're just joining us and getting involved. Oh, no, sorry, I had to refresh it. We have hit 100 likes. Get in. Thank you, everyone, for smashing that like. Let's see if we can get 169 likes on the stream. Nice one. Joel Glazer in here. What are you doing in here, you clown? He says, I want Pogba's new contract. I do too, to be fair, Joel Glazer, you bastard. Anyway, no, I do as well. I bet you do. I bet you do. It means not sign another player. Donny for CDM. Hashtag free Donny now, says Malps. Yes, brilliant. Absolutely. Hashtag free Donny. Definitely want to see that being given the try. Like I was going to say, if Fred is given them the nod when we get back from international break, Solskjaer's an idiot as far as I'm concerned. No disrespect, I love Solskjaer, but he would be an idiot after the performances Fred's had to keep playing him in the team, in my opinion. Got to go with Donny. Also, Donny, just so you know, Donny was the subject of an Everton bid yesterday. We discussed this on the channel. There were teams that were interested in him. His agent was trying to get him out the club the last few days of the window because he's not been playing, and, Donny's not happy. He wants to play his football. But the thing is, Solskjaer said, he's not going anywhere, which means surely Donny is part of the plans. Surely that some assurances have been given to Donny van de Beek that he will play. And you look at the other players that have performed recently in the first few games of the season, Fred, Matic, and obviously McTominay being out injured anyway, then there is a clear path for Donny to come in and be given his chance because the other players haven't been up to it. Fred's been a letdown. Matic, unfortunately, is just not as good as he was a few years ago. Whereas Donny is coming into his best years. He's only 24, 23, 24. So he does have a lot of improvements still left to do. And he's not going to be any worse, in my opinion, than those guys. He's not going to be any worse than those guys, in my opinion. So he might as well be given a chance. Thank you very much, Viking Red, you Don. Get in there, get in there. Okay, so yes, that whole situation is very strange with Kylian Mbappe and Paul Pogba and everything. Oh shit! Thank you very much, Matt Rush, for giving me a update here. Oh yeah, okay. I didn't see that actually earlier. Wow. Okay, so Wan-Bissaka, by the way, earlier, I don't know if you saw this, but Wan-Bissaka had pleaded guilty to driving while disqualified without a license and without insurance. He just don't give a fuck. Oh, man. Wan-Bissaka pleaded guilty to driving while disqualified. 23-year-old right back stood in the dock at Manchester Magistrates Court and spoke only to confirm his name and address and enter his guilty pleas. Okay, yeah, we heard about this a little while ago that he'd been in some driving offences. Fair enough. He just doesn't give a shit. It turns out. But anyway, fair enough. That is not cool. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the spider, mate, doing some bits on and off the pitch. Oh yes, and today obviously Manchester United did of course play a friendly, didn't we, against Stoke City with the starting 11 here. Let me give you the starting 11. So it is, of course, Heaton was playing, Jones, Mengi, Dalot, not Bruno Fernandes, of course, because he's with Portugal, different Fernandes. What's his name? Alvaro Fernandes, Matic, Van der Beek, Cavani, Hannibal, Mata and Greenwood playing in this behind closed doors game against Stoke City today. From what we've been told, the game between United and Stoke City finished 4-3 to Stoke. You what? Anyway, hang on. Can you do it on a wet, windy night against Stoke? Well, hang on a second, though. Heaton, Jones, Mengi, Dalot, Alvaro Fernandes, Matic, Van der Beek, Cavani, Hannibal, Mata and Greenwood lost to Stoke. What? Okay, anyway, so that was happening, that was happening a couple of hours ago anyway, guys. They're behind the closed doors, friendly. But that's what the latest is in regards to that. Okay, so also we know that Anthony Martial yesterday did reject the chance to join Lyon on loan on deadline day and instead wants to prove his worth at Manchester United. So that was reported by Sky Sports a few hours ago as well. We talked about that yesterday, that Lyon approached on a loan deal and Martial said no, he wants to stay at United. You know what, with Tony Martial, guys, I mean, what do you think? Hashtag stay or hashtag go for Tony Martial at the club? Personally, I would keep him this season and probably sell him next season if he's not proven his worth to the club by then. Because he is coming to the best years. It would be a shame to see him go for another club and just be an amazing world-class player from his late 20s, 26 on, in his prime. It would be a shame if we missed out on the best years of his career, really, and just developed him for somebody else to get the fruits. I do believe he is a quality player. It's frustrating, isn't it? I do believe he's a quality player, but he doesn't show it often enough. I don't know if he's dedicated enough or committed enough or motivated enough on the pitch. But in every other way, he's absolutely quality. Like, he's got all the qualities. And I would keep him this season just simply because Rashford's out for a little while. And we need some cover over on that left-hand side. Daniel James has been sold. Not that he would be suitable cover anyway, but Daniel James has been sold. So he can essentially play that main left-wing role until Rashford's back. And then when Rashford is fit, then he can challenge him for that position as well. And it's just good to have competition. And what's good about Tony Martial as well is he is versatile. He can play anywhere across that front line, really. You can play him at striker. You can play him in the left wing or the right wing. So he is quite useful player to have, especially if there's injuries and things like that. We would be very silly at this stage to sell him. I could actually see him go in January, though. But I think we would be silly to sell him now because we believe in ourselves short over on that left-hand side. Get in there, my son. Thank you very much for somebody who just subscribed. We've got Ankit Mishra who subscribed as well. Eunice Bayliss, Anthony Abera, Jarrett Sue as well. And anybody else, if you're new to the channel, Ahmad Asfar, thank you for subscribing. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, smash a cheeky little sub-a-rooski. And also hit the thumbs up on the video, guys. That'll help us out a bunch as well. Boost us up there against some of the clickbait melts and corporation channels. Get in there. Will Pogba sign the contract, says Warlord? My feeling is that, yes, it's most likely that he will sign a contract, dude. That's just my thoughts on it. What we understand is that he's more likely to because of the signings we've made this window. Players like Varane coming in, his national teammate, and players like Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest players of all time, coming into this to the team. Pogba's been at the club. He came back to United for a reason. Yes, there was a lot of money involved, but I think he did want to play. He wanted to be a Manchester United player even the first time around. He seems to have affection for the club. And, he left the first time because, to be fair to him, he wasn't really getting in the team. Like, you can't really blame him that much for leaving the first time. He then went on at Juventus and proved himself to be an absolutely fantastic player. If he was to leave on a free this time, it would be the biggest turncoat, ever in my eyes because, you don't do that. You don't do that. Him and his agent, you don't say all the right things and seem like you're going to play along just to end and leave for nothing at this stage when you're such a big profile player. That would be terrible for the club, and I think he respects the club more than that. So I think the chance of him signing a deal are increasing because we've signed the players we've got, and because of this, just the chances of us challenging and winning things. You know, Paul Pogba wants to win a Premier League title with Manchester United. You know he does. You know he wants to win one with this set of players. It would be amazing if he could cap off his United career with one of those at United. You know. Thank you, Omar bin Parvez, for subscribing to the channel. You absolute legend as well. Get in there. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express. Keep your arms and legs and all other appendages inside the vehicle all times, and hang on to your seats, baby, because this one's going to be a screamer. Okay, so I've got a bunch of other things to get into, lads and lasses. Let me get into them, and then we will get back into the live chat. So, Everton failed to make a late bid for Donny. Hashtag free Donny. It seems like City are currently in pole position to sign Erling Haaland. Dortmund's asking price will be set at 75 million euros, plus additional bonuses in 2022. But the thing is, Manchester United are supposedly still interested in signing Erling Haaland in summer 2022 as well. Just wanted to mention that. Man United's priority transfer target next season could be Erling Haaland. And you might think, well, we've got too many forwards right now. What's the point of that? Cavani probably won't be here after next summer, in my opinion. And also, Ronaldo's only going to have another year or two at maximum after that, really. And then you've got Mason Goatwood coming through, obviously. But yeah, imagine having Haaland and Greenwood replacing, you know, Cavani and Ronaldo in a couple of years' time. That's the dream. That would be absolutely brilliant to have players of that quality to choose from up there. So yeah, that should be Manchester United's biggest priority. Also, the behind the closed doors friendly against Stoke. As I said, the lineup, and apparently we lost 4-3 against them. Just to let you guys know, if you're getting in here, Jadon Sancho has picked up a small knock. Quote from Gareth Southgate, we've got a small knock with Jadon Sancho this morning, so we are going to assess him. Doesn't look like he's playing tomorrow. Hopefully it is just a small knock, though, and it doesn't affect him coming back, you know, after the international break with United. That'd be a shame. That'd be a real shame. He's had a bit of a shaky start. Be a real shame if he had to just a week out. Would be a shame, because it just halts his settling in, halts his match sharpness and fitness and stuff. Okay, so Samuel Luckhurst from the MEN reporting that the Varane deal took around 12 months to finalise from Man United's first concrete contact. It was not beyond the realms of possibility the hold-up to Varane's final signing announcement could have caused the deal to collapse. So quite interesting. We were working on that one a good while. What else have I got to cover here very quickly just before we get back into it?
Get in there, my son.
Okay, right, yes. So I do have a story here, actually, about Juventus being very interested in plotting a transfer for free transfer for Paul Pogba in the next transfer window. That is what we're hearing at the moment. It makes sense, doesn't it? If you're Juventus, wouldn't you want to come in and sign Pogba back for free? Of course you would. This is why United have to sign a new contract. And PSG as well. I just hope that grubby little bloody twat agent, Riola, is not behind the scenes having these conversations and rubbing his hands together with Juventus and PSG, ready to line up a move next summer on a big money move where he gets more money and Pogba gets more money and everybody gets more money apart from Man United. That's what I hope doesn't happen. But Juventus understood to, of course, still have interest in Paul Pogba, especially if he was available for free, and so do PSG. So we got to sign him up to a new contract, if you ask me. It's the other option is just too bad to think about. Okay, so we do have some other information, guys, in regards to the net spends of the clubs. So Chelsea, in the end, it seems that they made a profit of 37.2 million. Villa made a profit of 19 million. Southampton a profit of 17. Everton profited 5. Brighton profited 5. Wolves profited 5. Watford net spent 3. Liverpool spent 6. Burnley spent 20. Norwich spent 25. Newcastle net spend of 26. Tottenham spent 30 million net spend. Brentford spent 35 million net spend. Leicester spent 50 million net spend. Leeds net spend of 54 million. West Ham a net spend of 64 million. Crystal Palace a net spend of 66 million. Manchester City a net spend of 73 million. Man United a net spend of 99 million. And Arsenal a net spend of 121 million on a whole bunch of absolute bang average melters. No, they got some decent players in there, but still overpaid, and they've, in my opinion, not done too well. Okay, hang on, we've got an update here. Matty Rushmano has just sent me some stuff through. Hang on, let me see what this is. Okay, right. So it seems like so we have some info on Declan Rice that Declan Rice was much more interested in the United move than vice versa, apparently. No surprise there. But then we did hear that Solskjaer had a lot of interest in bringing in Declan Rice at one point, especially when there was that Jesse Lingard link with no interest from West Ham in the end by Jesse Lingard. That kind of put dampeners. Oh crap! That kind of put dampeners on that one because there's a lot of money involved here for Declan Rice. We're not interested in paying that amount of money. They obviously weren't interested in paying anywhere close to 30 million for Jesse Lingard, and because there was that standoff there with wanting each other's players, there's a possibility that they both had a bigger, higher valuation on their players than what they actually are. Let's be honest, Jesse's a £20 million player, Declan Rice is a 40-odd million, £50 million player max. So they definitely have been asking a little bit too much for their players anyway. I just wanted to get this up and show you it's just another late bit of business here, actually, guys. So nothing major, you know. It may be a player dodged by Manchester United, though. But check it out. So official and confirmed. This is just an hour or so ago. Jerome Boateng joins Olympique Lyon on a free as a free agent on a 2-year contract. So there's just a little, some other stuff trickling in. Obviously, free transfers can still be made. There are still players out there that United could technically sign. One player, in fact, this might seem a bit crazy, but Serge Aurier. Serge Aurier left Tottenham, right? He is a right back. We were looking at right back options. What do you think about Serge Aurier, guys? He's free. Anyway, and also I've got reports to say that we did try for Kieran Trippier, by the way. Let me try and find that article I had earlier. So there was some information to suggest that we did have a cheeky little late bid for Kieran Trippier as well, but I don't know if that's So here we go. This is 442 reporting 26 minutes ago that Man United failed in a late attempt to sign Kieran Trippier yesterday. Atletico Madrid defender was a target for United much of the summer. Oli was keen to provide stronger competition. We didn't hear any of that business, but apparently United finally made their move on deadline day, but were unable to agree a deal with Atletico before the deadline at 11 p.m. BST. So, if that was the case, then we just had a tiny little, late bid, I suppose, for really cheaped out, and they said no. But it only goes to further maybe make you think that we could get a right back or something, maybe. Aurier says no. Mauro Bernardino. Mount says Aurier, no way. Blue Clouds TV, get in there. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Hey you. It's a super sticker, mate. It says hey you. Hey to you too, Blue Clouds. Thank you very much for getting in here, bud. All around me, there's nothing but blue clouds. Okay, so thank you very much for that, dude. Let's get some watermelon sugar highs in the live chat, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, Ronaldo eager to win things in his second spell at Manchester United. That is just the facts. He's going to be coming here committed, dedicated. In fact, hang on. Is he playing tonight, guys? Is he playing tonight? Wait a second. Yeah, okay. So Portugal are playing Republic of Ireland tonight. Nice. Awesome, mate. He's playing tonight. That's fucking quality. He should be playing tonight against Republic of Ireland. And like we said, he's got the chance of breaking the all-time goal scorers record at Manchester United for... Sorry. The all-time international goal scorers record. Technically, he is whilst a Man United player. But that's not what I meant to say. International all-time goal scoring record for any nation, any player for any nation. That is absolutely amazing. Currently, there's an Iranian guy who's got the record, but obviously he's not doing it against the best teams in world football major tournaments and stuff. So it's not even a comparison, but Ronaldo is literally about to take over and be the all-time leading goal scorer in any international team. That is just absolutely amazing, isn't it? What a bloody legend. What an unbelievable legend. Portugal play tonight. You doing a watch along, says Viking Red. I mean, I didn't even think about that, but I don't know. But I was going to get a United chat on the channel at that time, but it might not actually be a good time to do it now I think about it. I don't know. I forgot about that, mate. I didn't forget about that. We could do a little bit of Ronaldo watch and see how see how he gets on and see if he gets that international record. Hey Gungshi, what's going on, bro? He says United are loaded. We could have easily got a quality defensive mid if the will was there. I guess it wasn't that much of a priority. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a big disappointment. Still, the net spend may say that we spent the second most in the league, but we all know we didn't actually spend that much because of the impact in the amount of money that will be generated because of having Ronaldo and these players, but also because Sancho was meant to be signed last year and we just cheaped out last year and didn't spend the money last year, so they had last year's money this year. So, they did spend 100 million, but really they spent, 70 million of that was from last summer where they just cheaped out last summer instead. So they cheaped out again with the defensive midfielder. I agree, it's such a shame, isn't it? When you actually think about it, it's such a shame because they spent all that money, 100 million net spend. That is a lot of money. They spent a lot of money. All they had to do was maybe sell one or two more players and spend another 30 to 40 million pounds on a midfielder. They didn't even have to sell anyone, actually. He could have just spent another 30 to 40 million pounds on a player and invested just that little bit more. You've seen Arsenal spend 20, 30 million more than us net spend this summer. So, they're doing it. Why aren't we doing it? It doesn't really make much sense, to be fair. We could have spent that 30 or 40 million. The Glazers should have spent it because then Man United fans all around the world would be very happy, very content with our window. We're happy with it anyway, but we would have been just perfect. We would have been like, yep, great. They couldn't have really done any more than that. Fair enough. Fair enough, they're a bunch of parasitical twats, but fair enough, they got what we needed to give Solskjaer what he needs to challenge for the title. Can't argue with that. But they didn't. They cheaped out right at the end there, when all they had to do was spend a little 30 to 40 million extra. In the grand scheme of things, it's chump change to these guys, especially when you've already spent 100 million. So, yeah, very, very disappointing that we haven't been able to do that. Pig Glazers are waking up or selling the club. I hope so. I hope so, Viking Man. Let's hope they do sell the club, mate. I really hope. Well, yeah. Marty McFly, the fact CFC got Saul on loan is a joke. Yeah, we bottled that deal as well. That's what I'm saying. We were linked to this guy for many a week, and we could have done some business there. We find out that he's going to Chelsea on a loan deal. So they've got an option to buy on him for £30 million, and they're paying €5 million up front for a season-long loan. So they don't even have any risk involved here. They're getting what seems like a really great player who can really bolster out their already strong midfield. And they don't even have the obligation to even take him at the end of the season if he turns out to be shite in the Prem, which I don't think he will be. I think he's a very, very good midfielder, and I think exactly the sort of guy that Man United could have done with. And guess what? It didn't even cost them hardly any money to get him. So United have bottled that big time. Bottled it big time because Sal would have been a great addition to the club, and it would have cost us €5 million and just paying his wages to get him in. That is a nightmare. Chelsea got a fantastic deal there, and we've been absolutely bent over enough. The fact that we missed it is a shame. It is a shame because we needed him more than they needed him. They released a statement that said Sal completes their team. Yeah, he does basically complete their team, and we needed him more than they needed him. So, hey, Sarvulon, get in there. Hey, Sarvulon, get in there. Thank you for re-upping your channel membership there, you absolute legend. Guys, get in there. Everybody, get your favourite Bacon Brigade emoji in there to welcome Sarvulon to the channel membership. Thank you so much, Sarvulon, for becoming a member again, you absolute legend. How you doing? How do you rate this window out of 10, Sarvulon? Everybody, get your favourite, get your ratings out of 10 for the window in there, by the way. Sarvulon, thank you very much for that. You're a legend. Warlord says, will Ronaldo be able to score 135 goals during his second stint at United? 136 goals and he will become the leading goal scorer for Man United? No, I don't think so. I don't think so, no. Unless he plays till he's like 40 and still manages to get, like 30-odd goals a season. So, no, I don't think so. But he could definitely get himself up there. He's not even in the 100 club for league goals yet, right? So, he's got to get that first. Glazer spent 80 million net this window. That's only 10 million more than last window, says Kayam. Yeah, pathetic, isn't it? When you actually think about it, it's kind of pathetic. It's a shame. Plus, they've added about 300 million on in terms of valuation to the club overnight and increased their profile massively. Got millions and millions of followers on social media everywhere. Got more money, more shirts going to be bought than ever. It's going to be mad for them in terms of money-making schemes now. Oh, they're going to be making some big amounts of money this season, big time. Okay, so I've just got a few things to talk about very quickly, and then I am going to just get straight into the live chat and see what you legends got to say for yourself. So, yeah, just a few things coming out. Jerome Boateng has signed for Olympic Lyon on a free. But yeah, it's funny, isn't it? It was a crazy window. Lionel Messi went to PSG. That was a big move. And that just got absolutely eclipsed by Cristiano Ronaldo moving to Man United. Absolutely eclipsed. Goes to show you the difference between the two clubs. And maybe the difference between the two players as well, Ronaldo's just more popular individual. And it definitely just absolutely broke the internet when Cristiano Ronaldo signed for Man United. Okay, guys, so great turnout today, by the way. I can see there's over 300 of you legends in here. Thank you so much for joining us. for just a rundown of the transfer window, etc. We're nearly at 200 likes as well. Smash the like button. Let's see if we can smash 200 on it, and subscribe and get involved in the live chat if you're new. Okay, so what do you think about it, lads and lasses? Let's see your thoughts and opinions on it. 7 out of 10 says Jamali Caleb. 6 out of 10 says Kingsley. 8 out of 10 says Bipal Ojar. 7 says Jamali again. Okay, yeah. Satisfactory, right? Good window. Couldn't have really asked for more than getting the King, Ronaldo back and Varane at centre-back. That is the best signing of the summer for anyone, I think. What a piece of business that is. £43 million for Varane. That's a steal. It's an absolute steal. Lee Cameron, how you doing? He says, Pig, apparently Ollie and Man United never wanted a midfielder this window. It was just speculation. They have to wait until Matic is off the books. And Pogba believes our past window's still holding us. I'm sure he would have wanted a player this window, and there's always, like you said, he has to wait until these guys leave. Well, he could have sold them this summer. They could have been sold, particularly Matic. Surely Jose Mourinho would have loved a bit of Nemanja at Roma action, blatantly. I'm sure they could have got some business done if they wanted to sign another player. But I guess maybe that's what you're saying there. They couldn't get the business done for these players out, so that's the only way they were going to be able to sign another player is if they sold to generate the cash. I guess that's what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. That's why we didn't seem to have the money available, even though we do have the money available. We didn't seem to want to have that money available to spend on a new midfielder. It's a shame. Hashtag free Donny. You never know what Solskjaer's plans is with him as well. Pogba to sign a new contract. Anything else? Let the sparks fly. All right, okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about tonight, guys. Sorry. Or today, is the Cristiano Ronaldo shirt number. What fucking shirt number is this guy's going to have? So we have an article here today that says, we knew this, we reported this anyway, but this is a fresh article today. Manchester United have asked, for special dispensation from the Premier League. So Cristiano Ronaldo can wear the iconic number 7 shirt. The Red Devils confirmed on Tuesday that, of course, he was signing, but we haven't had any confirmation yet by the club or the Premier League or anything yet that he is actually going to wear the number 7 shirt. We're still waiting for this. This is really bizarre. When you think about it, it's quite bizarre. It just goes to show you what is happening, though. Like we are obviously working on it. So that's what he's probably going to end up getting is the number 7. Cavani will probably get a different shirt number. We've asked the Premier League for special dispensation to give him that number. Makes sense. He's CR7 the brand. And it's in everybody's best interest, including the Premier League, to let him have that shirt number. Absolutely. Because of the no announcement from the club, because there's been nothing concrete just yet, I do believe that he's going to get the number 7. Unless I've missed something, I don't think there's been any announcement by anywhere yet that he's definitely got the number 7. But it seems like it, because that's why else would we not have an announcement of what shirt he's wearing? It's because they're behind the scenes right now, currently working on it, trying to get that all wrapped up with the Premier League and swap the shirt numbers around between Cavani and Daniel James probably. Or maybe just even mix it up a little bit more. Maybe Martial gets the 9 taken off of him. Cavani gets that. Who knows? But right now, Edinson Cavani is still at the club, of course. We don't know what number he's going to wear. Potentially 21 anyway, because he wears that for Uruguay. Is that correct? So you think about that. That makes sense. The number 7. Sancho, CR7, Varane, 3 ballers. If our own coaches can't see we need a CDM, we're lost. That is a big problem, Gangshi. Yeah, no, I'm sure they do. Solskjaer would have wanted a better midfielder than Fred. Surely. He's got Fred and Matic and McTominay at his disposal there. He would have definitely wanted somebody better. Of course he would have done. He knows that Fred is bloody bang average when it comes to, ball distribution. You could see that in his last couple of games. So he definitely would have been interested in midfield. The problem is the people above him in the higher up places not wanting to spend the money. That's my true humble opinion. We've been linked with midfielders all summer long. We know that he wanted Declan Rice. We know that there's other links that have been made throughout the summer, the Neveses of this world, Camavingas, etc. But we just didn't have the money or the will to go and put the offers in and get him in now, unfortunately. Donny has looked lost since signing, says Sim. It's not really his fault, though, is it? He could be a little blonde Dutch Michael Carrick for us if we give him the chance in the midfield, if we actually give him game time. And let's just say in the next game against Newcastle United, Donny's thrust in there as the number 6, and he doesn't have a great game. Let's give him another game. Let's give him another couple of games. Let's see how he does. It's unfair to expect somebody who's not played hardly any first-team football this club to just slot in there and be immediately amazing. We need to actually give him a chance to have a run in the team and get an understanding of this new role in the club. And, of course, he could be doing stuff in training, etc. But we want to actually give him a bit of a chance, give him a few games in a row to bed in and have a chance there. Don't just put him in and out. If he doesn't perform one game, just take him out and don't play him again for 3 games. That's what really pisses me off about Solskjaer and his management at Donny. Donny's come in sporadically here and there. He's also just been used as a late sub here and there. He's not really had a proper chance yet. He's been here a long time now, a year, and he really hasn't had a proper chance yet. It's kind of really sad. Yeah, I agree, Nicolas. He says, letting Sal join in Chelsea is a crime of the century. 100%. When you see the terms of the deal, we've had an absolute mare not going in for him. There's no good excuse not to pay a few million and get him on loan. And if we'd have gone in for him, you never know. Sal might have been more interested in coming to United, in my opinion. You look at United's midfield. You look at Chelsea's midfield. Which midfield is Sal more likely to get a game in? It's Manchester United's, isn't it? He's more likely to get a game in United's midfield than he is at Chelsea's. Chelsea already got a really good midfield, in my opinion. So just the fact he's gone there, we could have definitely had a chance. We could have given him assurances that he'd have been playing every game or most of the games. And we could have had a successful season with him, I think. So I do think that is a big mistake. We could have easily tried, and we didn't. Thank you, Rushmano. He says, subscribe to the channel. Yes, guys, if it's your first time there, there's a little red subscribe button there. Give it a cheeky little tickle. Why didn't United buy Donny? Why did United buy Donny if he's barely getting a chance to get on the pitch? Your guess is as good as mine, Gang Studioni. I think it was just a good financial deal for the club. Like, Edwin's phoned up and said, do you want to buy Donny van de Beek? And we've gone, how much? They've gone, 24 million? Not very much money. And you think, yeah, he's 23. He's a Dutch international. He's done well with Ajax over the last couple of seasons, getting to the latter stages of the Champions League. He's looked impressive. He looks comfortable. There's not really any risk involved here for Man United. There's a few add-ons and bonuses and things. There's not really much risk involved at that price in this current market. That's probably why they signed him, because you're not going to lose out, really. Like, Donny's future, if somebody was interested in signing him, you're going to get your money back on him. It's not like he's just worth £6 million now. He's still a Dutch international. He's still, a great, intelligent midfielder who would benefit a lot of teams. So he's still got good value. So that's why I think, because they signed him, because his valuation's only going one way over the next few seasons. So he's not a risk in the sense that they can lose anything on an asset. And he just became available and he was offered to the club, and they've gone, yeah, last summer, let's sign somebody last summer. So it looks like we're doing business at the start of the summer, because Donny was right at the start of the window, and it happened in a few days. And then we didn't do anything all window long until the last moments of the window, when we did make a couple of good signings, obviously. But I believe, you look at last window's spend. We spent cheaply on Tellez. Obviously, Cavani come in. And we also had Donny van de Beek for, what was it, 34 million altogether or something? Not a lot of money. That is their justification for last summer. Yeah, we did buy some players. We did buy some players. But actually, they didn't. They didn't. Anyway, who according to you did the best business this transfer window? My opinion is Fabrizio Romano. It's always Fabrizio Romano, Warlord. Always, yeah, definitely. What an asset to the community. But no, seriously, I would say, yeah, you have to look at Chelsea as doing some wicked business, to be fair. They've done brilliant business there. They made a massive profit. They got rid of loads of players. They've had a mass exodus, a mass change. Tuchel's got a lot of people out and some good players in. They've had a great window. I also think that Aston Villa have had a very good window as well. Man United's had a great window as well. I don't know. It's a tough one. I'd say Chelsea. Chelsea's window is very impressive because they've got rid of a lot of shit. Just imagine this. Imagine if United had finished this window. We just got rid of Daniel James, haven't we? And a few loans and stuff. But imagine if we'd have finished this window. Jesse's gone. He's no longer a player. We've freed up that cash and generated some money there, We've got Phil Jones off the bloody books. Phil No Bones Jones. See you later on, son. Bye. We get some of the crap at the football club out. If we'd have got rid of Dan James, Jesse Lingard, and also Phil Jones in this window, we'd have been like, yeah, that's good business on the outs. Unfortunately, our business is good on the incomings front, but it's actually still poor on the outgoings front. We haven't got rid of Jesse. He's still here taking up resources and a place in the squad. We haven't got rid of Phil No Bones Jones. He's still here going in a way. So it is a shame. Thank you, QI Andrew, for subscribing, and Johnny M. Get in there. Genlo says, I'm so annoyed we didn't go for Sal. Yeah, me too. No good reason not to. He's a great midfielder for chump change available for just a loan period. We bottled it. Vincent Bullock, how you doing, buddy? Says, did you see Bicho telling everyone about the news about Pig going to Chelsea TV? What are you on about, Vincent Bullock? Oh, you mean to increase their ratings? Jazz says, without a quality midfielder, it's going to be hard to challenge for the title. But Ronnie can be the difference. Let's go United. Come on. Yeah, good point. He's an it factor player. He's the sort of guy that can drag you into victorious positions in games and win your games out of nothing. I mean, if you look at some of the performances he's put in for Portugal over the years, some of them are just individual brilliance, where his team are good, but he's great. That's the difference between Portugal and some other teams. Do you remember that game against Spain? What was it in? Was it in the World Cup or some? I can't remember now, but it was 3-3. You know the one I'm talking about? Portugal versus Spain. And Spain had an amazing team. Spain, their whole team's amazing. Portugal, and Ronaldo just fucking absolutely blitzed them, and it was 3-3, and it's like, you shall not defeat us, even though your team's much better overall, because I'm fucking Ronaldo. That's his sort of mentality, He's literally that sort of match winner. He's amazing. He's an amazing guy. Big time, very big signing for us, very big time. Denzel Washington, how you doing? Miss Gucci, what's going on with you today as well? Good to see you back in here. The Kane. Oh my God, we rock hard. Hello. He says, if we could get Ndidi, but we would lose Donny, Mata, Lingard, Phil Jones, Matic. I would take that every day of the week. So true. Oh my God, we rock hard. That's it. More business could have been done with United bringing players in if more business could have been done with United getting players out. Matic, if he'd have gone, that's lots of money off the books. Donny van de Beek even actually could have been sold. You look at Lingard, Phil Jones as well. There's other options we could have sold at the club too to generate cash and clear some out, but we didn't. So good point. Okay, right then, hang on. Just a little bit more information coming in here in regards to Jadon Sancho's injury. Thank you very much, Rashmano, for the news. So the England coach has revealed that the injury update of Jadon Sancho sees the player doubtful at the moment after having picked up a knock. Yes, so that is a big problem. We said that earlier. We don't know how long Jadon Sancho is going to be out for. Hopefully it's just a small, a few days and he can't play tomorrow for England. If that's the case, I'm not really that bothered, to be honest. We have a story here as well. Gary Neville disappointed that Jesse Lingard has remained at the club. Gary Neville saying he is disappointed that Jesse Lingard did not leave Manchester United this summer and feels he will only play a very small role at the club. Yeah, as we were just talking about, actually, he says this. He'll get a few games, he'll get moments on the pitch, he'll contribute. But I think he had something going on at West Ham last year that meant Jesse Lingard in his own right was standing up as a really good player. To go back to being a squad player again, I think, for me, is disappointing. I think you sometimes have to sort of fly the nest and go. I thought he'd already done that with what he did last year. Great comments there by Gary Neville. It's pretty much exactly how I feel about it, because if you look at what he did at West Ham, he actually had a great platform, a great opportunity there. He's a big player in their squad. He's loved by the fans, and he was putting in regular good performances because he's given chances every single week. Whereas at United, he's just a tiny little mackerel in a big pond full of sharks, and he just gets eaten up and swallowed up at United because he's not good enough to get in the squad regularly, and when he's in and out of the team sporadically, he doesn't benefit from that because he's the sort of player I think that needs to be playing regularly, like when he was at West Ham, banging it in, getting Player of the Month awards, for instance. So, yeah, you're right. If you're Jesse Lingard, this is not a good move for him. He should have gone. Like, for him as an individual, as a person, he should have been pushing for a move away. Maybe he was doing that behind the scenes and maybe the offers just never came. Remember, he is on a big amount of money. But there's got to be a club out there that would pay £20 million for a 27-year-old player who has had many caps for England and almost played himself back into the England setup with his performance for West Ham. He's proven in the Premier League as recently as a few months ago, doing it consistently for West Ham. He's a homegrown player. He's got a big fan base, a big following. He's a positive individual. Why did nobody want him, guys? Why did nobody want him? I'm going to be honest. It doesn't make sense to me. You look at some of the other signings that have been made. West Ham signed that Vlasic guy for over £30 million. Okay, fair enough, but, fucking hell. I mean, that's a lot of money to pay for someone when Jesse's there for 20, who was banging it for you last season. I mean, I just don't get it. What is going on? Why would Jesse Lingard not have left this window? So it's a very good point. It's a shame we haven't done better getting players out of the club this window. It really is. Hey, we're nearly at 250 likes, guys. Smash the thumbs up button if you're just joining us and getting in. It'd be much appreciated. Get in there, my son. Also new subscribers. DJ Kamsi, Puncher Choden, Walefi Wowerling. Thank you very much for all getting in and subscribing to the channel today. Welcome aboard. Champions League nights with Ronaldo again. Do you think Cristiano Ronaldo can get 150 Champions League goals whilst he's at United? So I think he'll probably do that this season. Can he do that this season? Let's have a look. Ronaldo Champions League goals. I think he's got like 130 or something at the moment, 134. He's got 135 Champions League goals. He is the all-time, we know this, the all-time leading goal scorer in the Champions League by a considerable distance. So I'll just get it up on the screen for you just out of interest. But very, very impressive record in the Champions League. Nobody's going to come close. I suppose Lionel Messi's not too far away and he's a couple of years younger. But I see Ronaldo playing longer than Messi. I think physically, Ronaldo can go on longer than Messi, even though Messi's a couple of years younger. So I'll just get this up on the screen really quickly. As you can see, we've got the all-time leading goal scorers. There it is. All-time leading goal scorers in the Champions League. Cristiano Ronaldo, 135. Lionel Messi, 120. And then there's a huge drop-off after that. I mean, think about some of these quality players and how many goals they have. And Lewandowski's the same sort of age as well. You know, he's what, 31, 32 maybe? You know, so he's got 73. You think about what a great player he is. To be almost half what Ronaldo is just exceptional for Ronaldo, isn't it? And then Raul, remember Raul at Real Madrid? I mean, just an absolute goal-scoring menace in the Champions League. Just to be so far ahead of those guys on that list is quite incredible. It's just an unbelievable record in the Champions League. Yeah, he could get 150. Okay, I'm going to ask you this, guys. How many Champions League goals does Ronaldo finish on come the end of this season? He's on 135 right now. I reckon he gets 150. He scores 15 this season in the Champions League for United. Let's go. I could see it. I could see it happening. Couple of hat-tricks here and there. You know, stick him on against young boys, let him get 4. You know, I could see it happening, guys. I get 150 by the end of the year. Anyway, Gungshi, thank you so much for a super chat here, pal. He says, Pig, Jesse is a stickleback at United, but a giant squid at West Ham. I wonder if that's David Moyes doing, you know what I mean? He's just like getting the best out of him, because he seemed to really do very well under Moyes, didn't he? No, you're so right, though. And he could be that at another club. If you know, there's so many clubs that could fit him. Crystal Palace might be a good option. You know, so certainly, you know, the West Ham, you know, Villa, those sorts of level clubs would be excellent places for him to go. So I agree with you. He's a too small of a player at Man United. He just gets swallowed up, and he's not going to feature very often at all. Maybe as a backup coming on late in games, you know, you put him on there to run around and press the opposition, but he's not going to be getting in there very, very soon at all. Think about each position in the side that Jesse can play him. So he doesn't play anywhere further back than the advanced positions, really. So you're talking about CAM. Bruno Fernandes plays in that position. There's no way Jesse starts ahead of him. You've also got players like Pogba who can play there, Donny who can play there, you know, Mata who can play there, who I'd all rather see play in that position ahead of Jesse. On the left-hand side, you've got Rashford, Martial, Sancho, all of which I'd rather see play there than Lingard. On the right, you have Greenwood, Sancho, Martial, you know, if needed, all of which I'd rather see play ahead of Lingard. So there you go. He's just got no place in the side. He's not even a backup. He's like 4th or 5th choice for most positions in the side, Gungshilioni. So yeah, he needs to go. It's time to go. Berberini, thank you so much for putting the old channel membership link in there. Nice one. I'll just pin that to the top, actually. If anybody wants to become a member, there it is. Right. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it, guys? It's a shame. Jesse's still a United player. How he's still a United player, I don't know, but he is. Oh, I've lost it. Anyway, guys, so yes, get your thoughts and opinions in. Basically, the latest we're waiting on is Cristiano Ronaldo's reveal of his shirt number from the club and the Premier League. You know, we want to know what has been given to him. We think that it's the number 7. Otherwise, it would have been announced already. They're definitely working on stuff behind the scenes to try and get this number 7 sorted out. I don't imagine it was going to be announced, you know, very soon. Maybe today, maybe, who knows, very soon anyway. So we'll keep you up to date with when that happens. Also, Paul Pogba's contract is up in the air at the moment. There's a big belief, if you're just joining us, there's a big belief that Paul Pogba will be happy to continue and sign a new contract at Manchester United based on the business that we've done this window, bringing in players like Varane and, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo and Sancho. It's just more likely that Pogba's going to want to stay at this club and play with these brilliant players. So that's looking good. And United are not going to want to lose this guy for nothing in the summer. So we're definitely going to have a try at getting Pogba wrapped up. And I think we need to get it wrapped up sooner rather than later because he's a big player. We don't need the possibility of him leaving on a free hanging over us. We want him happy, we want him committed, and we want him playing for United. How much money do you think Paul Pogba deserves to be paid a week? I would pay him, I would pay him £400,000 a week at this stage. I really, really would. He's on 350 now. It's a show of improvement that we want to progress. It's career progression at the end of the day, whichever way you look at it. Whether it's whether it's a lot of money more or not that much money more, it's still 50 G's a week. Dana, 50 G's, baby! Still 50 G's a week extra money. It's still progression. So I think that's the golden number for me. In my opinion, he's paid a bit too much initially. 350k a week as well is crazy, but he's not going to want less money. He's not going to want less money, and it's unlikely he'll sign a new deal for the same money because he can go and get a deal done with PSG or Juventus next summer for more money. That's the problem. So United do have to give him more money. We do have to improve the situation, but we don't want to break the bank. We don't want to completely, undermine the rest of the squad with any business, giving him a ridiculous contract offer because it can cause problems. Then all of a sudden you've got lots of different players knocking on Solskjaer's door saying, "Boss, what's this? Why am I only on 160k a week when this guy's on 450k a week and I'm better than him?" So it does cause a bit of a problem sometimes. So 400k a week, says Hunar for Paul Pogba. Respectamundo, yes, 400k is a good deal, says William Hoy. Seems like the magic number, doesn't it? 380k, now that's a better number, Lynette Giggs. I like it. A little bit, 30 G's extra, nice. Bot Gamer says, is Pogba a key player this season? Absolutely, he is, yeah. Where, though? Depends what Solskjaer's going to do with the team and the formation and the positions and stuff. I like Pogba playing over on the left for us recently. I think he's done quite well. But when Rashford's back, you're going to want to see Rashford there. At the moment, the midfield duo that we seem to play is not good enough. You could try Pogba there, but he doesn't really like to do the defensive duties all that well. So, I don't know. Right, guys. Okay, I'm going to get into the comments for a few minutes then. So just to cover the breaking or the latest news very quickly, if you're just joining us, very quickly. So United still in talks with Paul Pogba about his contract. Hopefully something can be done there. Manchester United asked for special dispensation to the Premier League for Ronaldo to wear the number 7. Boateng signed for Lyon as well on a free transfer a couple of hours ago. What else? Oh, yeah, Manchester United had a friendly behind closed doors against Stoke City with a starting 11 of Heaton, Jones, Mengi, Dalot, Alvaro Fernandez, Matic, Van der Beek, Cavani, Hannibal, Mata and Greenwood, and supposedly lost the game 4-3 against Stoke City. So that's what I'm hearing here. We've lost the game 4-3 against Stoke City. With that set of players. It does sound strange, doesn't it, to say that? But there you go. I mean, probably Phil Jones was responsible for about 3 of those goals. What do you reckon? You see, this is actually perfect. It's actually a perfect example of why you need great players throughout the rest of the team than just in the attacking positions. Because look at that back line. You got Heaton in goal. Jones, Mengi and Dalot, right? Fernandez. No wonder we got battered up 4-3. Okay, the attacking players in that team are good, right? But defensively, it's shite. Phil Jones probably conceded 3 on his own. Oh, mate. Anyway. Surprised it's not more with Jones, says J Blood. Ellie, how you going? She says, didn't even know there was a stream. No notifications never work. Oh, for fuck's sake, Ellie, it's cash, isn't it? Why don't notifications work for me after time? It's so annoying. But glad you found your way, and I hope you're doing good today, Ellie. But yeah, no, I think you're right. I don't think there was many notifications for today's stream. But hey, there you go. We've actually got a lot of people in here, so... Anyway, Zoc says, hello, he says £350,000 a week plus 1 penny. There's your increase, Pogba. There's your contract increase. You get an extra pence a week, sir. Be happy with that. You want a career progression? We've given it you. Pogba is ineffective playing alongside Fred, says Anakat Mohan. Yes. The best combo Pogba can play with in the centre of the midfield for us right now is alongside Matic. But even then, it's not a good enough duo at this stage. It's not mobile enough. Pogba's not defensive enough to also come back and do those defensive roles for us. We saw that in the Wolves game, I think. He was completely run over in the middle by players like Adama Traore, etc. Whenever Pogba had a defensive job to do in the centre of the park, the player just breezed straight past him, to be fair. Not just Traore either. So he's not the best at defending, we know that. What we need is somebody like, N'Golo Kante at France. Pogba, when he plays for France, has N'Golo Kante there, who just wins everything and gets everyone going. And frees up Pogba to create. We don't have that. Pogba needs to have no defensive duties, really. Okay, yes, Matty Rush will check that out, to be fair, Mr. Hunar. Thank you very much, yes. Get in there. Gungshi says, I think it's essential we keep our best players now that the team is improving with the recent signings. We really have a chance of winning something this season, if only we get a CDM. Yeah, such a bottle job in the end. Thank you very much, Ellie. She says, loads of people watching. Like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll stick around for a couple more minutes, though, guys, with see your thoughts and opinions about any of the stuff, the window. We do have some more content coming on the channel later. I'm actually a little bit undecided about what to do on the channel later now, because, like we said, that Portugal game is on tonight, and Ronaldo's playing, potentially going to, break the record for the all-time goals scored for an international player. And maybe we could do a cheeky bit of a Ronaldo watch. I did forget entirely about that. But hey, we also, if that isn't on the channel, if there isn't a watch along, there will be a chat video talking about the seasons, transfers, and everything going on at the club. So yeah. Jazzman, want to see Donny selected in front of McDread? Well, yeah, oh yes, I think you always see that, to be fair. Why would he even not let Donny go out of the window this summer if we weren't going to play him? It doesn't make any sense. If there's offers there, Everton and a couple other clubs are supposed to have made some offers. We would have sold him or let him go because it's unfair on the player. Unless Solskjaer has plans to play him in the team. So Donny should be the answer for now. Kyan, we hit 250 likes, have we? Get in there, you absolute legend. Let's bring Matuidi back from the MLS then, says Janice Brackless. He should have never gone to the MLS, really. Why would he have gone to the MLS? Stupid idea, wasn't it? Stupid idea. Kyan says, do a watch along. Have a vote. We should have brought Manuel Locatelli. Yeah, that would have been a great signing as well, to be honest. Yeah, he had a good Euros and looked very good. That could have been a really good signing for United. We just seemed to I don't know. We didn't want to spend anything that would stop the Glazers from making massive profit this year, basically. That's what it is. They spent the 99 million. They kept the fan base reasonably quiet, and they've still become very profitable, and signing a player like Ronaldo is such a good business move. They've made a lot of money out of it. That's what they care about. These are all financial decisions at the end of the day. They're not footballing decisions necessarily, because a better footballing decision, in my opinion, would have been to, in all honesty, it wouldn't have been to buy Ronaldo. It would have been to buy a midfielder, a top midfielder. But hey, thank you, Sonny D, for subscribing to the channel. Watch along with an Irish accent. Let's go, says Annika Mohen. Why do an Irish accent? I'd be throwing punches at you all day long. Oh, because they're playing Ireland. I wouldn't let him on the coach. Anyway, Big God Bob with a £2 super chat. Get in there. He says Phil No Bones Jones is Leachguard's role model. Let's get some Phil Jones emojis in the live chat, guys. Let's get some Phil Jones emojis. Bless him, bless Phil Jones. What is he at this stage? He's kind of a meme at the club. He's tried, I guess, over the years to stay fit. He never stays fit, and because of that, he can't get any sort of rhythm in his play, and he doesn't even seem like the same. Like when he was 18, he was actually just a great player when he was 18. But his injuries over the years and everything that's happened to his career and all the bad vibes and all the bad performances. He's just a shit player now. He has to go, guys. He's never going to be anything good for Manchester United anymore. He's never going to be anything good. He just needs to go. He needs to go and try and revitalise his career somewhere else. He's not going to get the chance for United. Why is he even still here? Honestly, why is Phil Jones even still here? Honestly, it doesn't make any sense from his point of view. Does he want to retire, in a few years' time, having just sat around for most of his career doing nothing? Makes no sense. If I was Phil Jones, I'd be banging on Solskjaer's door every day saying, get me a move out of this club, mate. Get me a move out of this club, because even though it's a great club and I'm sat here getting paid 100k a week driving my pink Lambo in, I'm not playing any fucking football, boss. I don't need to play. So let me go. But he doesn't.
Get in there, my son.
Talk MU, how you doing, boss? Jones has had his time at United. It's time to move on. So true, yeah, plenty of time. Not just his time, he's had fucking other people's time as well. He's had other people's time as well. Sat around earning millions. Yeah. Holly H, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel as well. And also a couple of other new legends getting in it. Tevin Royes, what's happening, bro? Okay, right, nice one. Get in there. Well, it's you know, it's just it is what it is, guys. With this window, Man United have done well. We haven't done a perfect window. If we did get Ruben Neves or somebody of that ilk, it would have been a perfect window. We could have all agreed on that. Maybe one or two more players going out. In fact, the perfect window for United would have been signing Ronaldo, Varane, Sancho, and a player like Ruben Neves or maybe Saul. That would have been a perfect window. And then also getting players out, Jesse, Phil Jones, and Dan James. If we'd have got those three players out and signed those 4 or 5 players, we would have had a perfect window. As it stands, it's a good window, but it's not perfect. And as far as setting us up for the season, I still feel like we're going to finish second. I don't think we're going to finish first. I don't think we've still got enough to challenge properly and win the title right now because, sorry to say it, there's other clubs that have strengthened as well and have more experience right now at this moment in time in winning the Premier League than we do. And although we're getting winners in our team, people like Ronaldo, who is the biggest winner ever, people like Varane, who are huge winners, we still have potential of Fred in the middle of the park. And that is not good enough, in my opinion, to challenge you for the title. It's going to cost you too much. It almost cost us 2 or 3 goals alone in that Wolves game. So that's just one example. Ali Amir Khan's making so much money. Why would he leave? Oh, maybe to have a bit of enjoyment out of the game, maybe to play the game of football, you know, and actually have like competition and not just waste his career away on the bench. Like, fair enough, he's getting paid a lot of money to be a United player and he doesn't have to do all that much. But he's wasting his career. He literally is wasting his career here. And actually, he could still get paid the same money going to play for somewhere else. Honestly, he could for a while, because think about it. If Newcastle United came knocking and said, look, we'll pay 65% of Phil Jones's wages, and you cough up the rest, or 50%. United, you would think, would be interested in doing that because it's a player that we're paying currently over 100k a week to, who's literally doing nothing, and it's just money out the door. If we got that sort of money saved a week, you know, 50% of his wages saved, but he's playing for a different team, that's fine by me. That's better than paying 100% of his wages a week. So there definitely could be something done there, but he just doesn't want to seem to go. Andrikos Jones will be there until he ends up being a groundskeeper or on the coaching staff. Zoe says a lot of United fan channels have like CGI rooms in the background. I want to know how to make one. Yeah, I don't know how to make it either. Somebody made this for me. Our midfield will be our downfall. In fact, it was Travis. Shout out to the main man, Travis. He's on holiday right now. Miss Gucci, Phil Jones ready for the retirement home. He definitely needs to go, doesn't he? It's time to go. Okay. Right, lads and lasses, so that's basically the rundown of the latest stuff anyway. So Ronaldo, hopefully will get his shirt number announced very soon. He is playing tonight against Portugal, where he's got the chance to break Ali Day's record of 109 international goals. So hopefully he does that tonight. That'd be awesome. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. That would be shit. Imagine if Ronaldo gets injured. That's not going to happen. He's physically a beast. So we're going to be watching it, I think. Well, actually, I don't know what's going on yet on the channel tonight. But keep a lookout later. Make sure you do us a big favour and smash the old subscriber Rooski button on this one if you're new around here. If you are new, smash a little 69 in the live chat, actually, so I can say hello to you and give you a shout out for being a legend and getting involved in the live chat. If you're a new subscriber, please do smash 69 in there so I can give you a shout out. And hit that sub if you're new. Hit the little bell icon. That way you get a notification for everything when we post and go live. And also check out the website for your news source for Man United. It is called UnitedFlyingHigh.com. UnitedFlyingHigh.com. Talk MU is new. Shout out to you, mate. Mr. K8009. Shout out to you too. He's new. Watch along then, says Aniket. Keep a lookout. Keep a lookout. Zoxis. Shout out to you, Zoxis, Young Wizard, and Ellie says 69 Schlag. Wow, Warlord says we've only got 32 more likes for 300. Come on, guys, smash it. Oh, go on then. Go on then, let's smash 300 likes. Where are you? Let's be having you. Hey, Peter Coveney, how you doing though, buddy? He says, but Jones is our gurning mascot. We can't get rid of him. True. And also, what we're going to do on Halloween at the Halloween party. We always have Phil Jones as the host greeting guests when they come through the door. You know, what we're going to do at Halloween, guys? We're going to actually have to hire some Frankenstein's monster. Or maybe we can get Matic to do it. Jones does make a lovely cup of Yorkshire tea, though, I must say. He does know how to brew and make a nice brew. That's all Solskjaer does now. He just sits around in his office and he tries to get little menial tasks for Phil Jones to do to make his £100,000 a week actually worth it. He just goes, Phil, make us a brew. Anyway, Yeah, you know it, Big God. Ronaldo, world-class GOAT footballer. Jones, world-class Gooch Gurner. Just read Rio's apology to Jones because he's been that badly injured. He's just only trained with one Brit. Yeah, it's fair point, Gaz G. Throughout his career, he's been racked with injuries. I feel bad for the guy. He could have been a great player. You know, Alex Ferguson once said these words about Phil Jones. Alex Ferguson, and at the time when we signed him from Blackburn, when he was an 18-year-old kid, he looked like he could go on and be this. Alex said he has the potential to be this club's greatest ever player. Was that about him? Yeah. My brain's playing tricks on me now. Yeah, I think it was about Phil Jones, wasn't it? So, you know, if you think about how somebody could get that so wrong, and it's the great Sir Alex Ferguson, well, that goes to show you there was expectation, there was potential, there was once a time when Phil Jones could have been a great player for us. He's been a useful player, he's a CDM, a right back at times, centre back, you know, so if you think about it, it's a shame it's not worked out for him. Injuries have largely hampered him, yeah. Yes, he did say that, says Alemi. Yes, it was about Phil Jones, yeah. So he did say that about Phil Jones. That's crazy, isn't it? Hola, Harry Davies. Welcome in. Young Wizard, let's be having you. Peter says, to be fair to any player at United, at the moment, who the fuck would leave knowing they could play with CR7? Spot on. It's done a lot for the boosting of the squad, hasn't it? And also players coming into the team. If you're a player like on the outside looking in, you would want to come and play for this team right now. The new Duncan Edwards, says Gangshilioni. He said the next Duncan Edwards, did he? Bloody hell. Bloody hell. That is high praise, yeah. He said after a game that he was arguably looking like he could be arguably one of the best players in the world. Bloody hell. Football, bloody hell. That's what I mean. Anybody can get it wrong. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up there, though, but it's been an absolute pleasure. I will be back on later covering all the news. 10 likes away from 300. Can we smash it? Do leave the like before you go. It helps us out. Also, if you haven't followed us on social media, why not? Follow us on Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Facebook and Twitter. Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, Flying Pig United, guys. Hit that follow button. Also, subscribe to this channel, click the little bell, go to the website, unitedflyinghigh.com, and check it out. Once again, thank you to all the great community legends in here who get involved in the chat and speak about their thoughts and opinions on United, and all the passionate legends that get in here with all your thoughts and just daily murmurings. It's absolutely awesome having you all on board. Diogo, Pogba has every reason to stay, definitely because of the squad, yes. Mr. KO09, thank you so much for voting for me yesterday. He says, you're the man and you have built a good United fan community here. Absolutely, legend. Thank you so much, mate. It is a wicked community and thank you for voting. That reminds me, if you haven't voted yet, on the community page on my channel, if you click the community page, there is a link, the second to last post to the Football Content Awards. There's also a link on Instagram there. We need to get more Instagram votes, so click that and do vote for us in the Football Content Awards. Thanks so much. Thank you to Music Wiz for subscribing to the channel. Nice one, Music Wiz. Big God Bob, have a great day. Ellie as well. William Hoy, you two have a great day. Talking you, Tanya Taylor says, no, please, I just joined. I'm sorry, Tanya. Well, you can watch it back. You can watch it back. Thank you, William Hoy. I will do, sir. And Kay Slater, Ellie says, best channel and community. Thank you so much, Ellie. Top dog. Yes, Daniel Leeds. Daniel James is now a Leeds water boy now. Thank you, Miss Gucci. Have a great day as well. I appreciate you getting in again. And Dizzy Red Devil, Lynette Giggs as well, says Facebook. That's like the German Facebook, right? Daily Gash, but we love it. Get in there, Gaz G. Gungshi, have a great day. Hoodstar, Big God Bob, Paul, Cristiano Ronaldo as well. Great to see you in here, bud. Fat Ronaldo, R Kings as well. R Kings. I don't even know if it is R Kings. I always call you R Kings, but maybe it's RQ Ings. You know what I mean? Is that what it is? I call you R Kings, but that doesn't really make much sense. Anyway, 007 as well. Lynette, thank you for subscribing. Gideon Essien as well. Get in. G-Wolf United. Oh! Also, I don't think Pogba should have a new contract. You what? You let him go on a free, G-Wolf? You let him leave for free? Lose out on hundreds of potentially millions, well, not hundreds of millions, but potentially millions from a transfer sale? You what? Just let him go for nothing? What? Awesome, guys. We smashed 300 likes. Love to you all. I'll be back later, guys. Keep a lookout for content. There should be something on the channel later tonight. Anyway, so see you later, guys. Have a great day. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to leave it there. Come back in a few minutes' time after this video is finished. Comment in the comment section, the not live comments after this is finished. Come back. Let me know your thoughts on Pogba's contract. Let me know your thoughts on Cristiano Ronaldo's shirt number and all the rest of the stuff we've discussed. Who you think we should have signed. What you think is going to happen with our midfield. and all the rest of it. Get in there, RQ Ings. Oh, it is correct. Get in, R Kings. And Aniket Mohan. And thank you, Andre Correa, for subscribing. Right, have a great day, guys. This is the big. I'll be back later. Take it easy. And come on, United.